Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I am so happy to have you. My name is Phylicia. I am currently pregnant with a little baby boy. I am a first-time mom, and today I am sharing with you my pregnancy update for weeks 23 through 25. So I really try to do these updates every week, but with Thanksgiving happening and I was traveling for that, things were just pretty hectic. So I decided to just put together the last 3 weeks into one video to update you guys, since the last 3 weeks have honestly been pretty identical to each other. So it was only fitting for me to just make it all into one video. In week 23, baby was the size of a grapefruit. In week 24, he was the size of a cantaloupe. And in week 25, he was the size of a head of cauliflower. Food cravings and food aversions have pretty much been non-existent on either end for me the last few weeks. I haven't really had any particular food cravings, and I haven't had any major food aversions, which has been nice. If you guys have been watching my videos throughout this pregnancy, you would know that I've had a lot of struggles with food aversions over this pregnancy. So not really experiencing that as much the last few weeks has been very much welcome. I would say the biggest thing that happened for me these last few weeks have been just reaching week 24. For those of you who aren't aware, week 24 in pregnancy is the first viability milestone. So that just means that if I were to go into labor and give birth, that anytime after 24 weeks, the chances of this baby surviving are greater than they were if I were to have given birth before 24 weeks. So the doctors would do anything and everything they could to save this baby's life if I were to give birth early on. So that's just really comforting to have reached that point in this pregnancy. Of course, I hope and pray that I don't experience any preterm labor or anything. I hope to go to my due date and give birth sometime around that time. I definitely don't want to be meeting this baby soon. So it's just a nice comfort to have reached that first viability milestone. Symptoms over the last few weeks I haven't really had too many symptoms, thankfully. My biggest symptoms that I have had are lower back pain and pain in my hips. I've been experiencing that for several months now, and it has not gone away. I did see my chiropractor actually just a few days ago, and I had an adjustment which helped tremendously, and she did give me some stretches and exercises to do to hopefully help alleviate some of the lower back pain and some of the hip pain that I've experienced, or that I have been experiencing. So I've been trying to keep up with that, and it has helped slightly, although it does still bother me a bit, especially at night when I'm trying to sleep. It's probably the most bothersome to me. Yeah, so along with that back pain and hip pain, I have continued to struggle to sleep at night. I just can't get comfortable. It's mostly in the middle of the night I wake up and my hips just ache, and having to sleep on my side is just what I think contributes to that hip pain. So that's just kind of a bummer, but it is a part of pregnancy, as I'm well aware of. Yeah, so just a little bit of trouble sleeping at night. Because I've had trouble sleeping at night, naturally, of course, during the day I feel a little more fatigued. So I've been finding myself wanting to nap more often the last few weeks, and I know that's just because I'm not getting a consistent amount of sleep every night. So I've been just trying to rest if I feel like my body is really fatigued. I don't want to ignore that. So if I really feel like I need a nap, I will try to listen to my body and give it a little bit of a rest. In week 25 in particular, I was kind of plagued with headaches and nausea for that week, and I really think it's just because of my interrupted sleep. I know that lack of sleep or not consistent sleep is a trigger for me as far as headaches go. So those were particularly a bother during week 25. I have also continued to experience tightness in my belly. I know it's just my belly, my body trying to grow and make room for this baby. So the tightness isn't really super painful. It's just noticeable. And along with that, I've also experienced some breathlessness, especially, for example, like sitting here talking to you guys right now. I feel myself needing to catch my breath more often, but it's nothing too crazy as of right now. And I know that the shortness of breath is very, very common for this stage of pregnancy and most likely will continue all the way up until I give birth. Yeah, that's pretty much all of the symptoms that I've been experiencing the last few weeks. This baby is moving around constantly. He moves around so much. He's super active, which is really nice. It's really reassuring for me when I can feel him moving around a lot. It's a nice comfort to feel all of his movements. Even if it's at 3 in the morning and I can't sleep, it's still very comforting and reassuring to me, and I love being able to feel him move. In week 25, I did have an appointment with my OB. Everything overall went really well. My blood pressure was looking great. My belly measurement was right on track. Baby's heartbeat was good. Overall, things were looking great. My doctor's only concern was that at my 21-week anatomy scan, the placenta was sitting less than a centimeter away from the cervix, which was slightly concerning for my doctor. She said there was a chance that the placenta could move over the cervix, and that would be a placenta previa, which would not be good if I'm trying to have a vaginal delivery, which I hope to be able to have that birth. But she encouraged me not to worry about it just yet, and that most likely the placenta will move out of the way and not be obstructing the cervix. So I will have to go in at around 32 weeks for another ultrasound just to check on the placenta and make sure it has in fact moved away from the cervix. So I'm trying to take her advice and not worry about it as of yet. I'm honestly just looking forward to being able to see our baby again at 32 weeks. Most of the time, if everything's good and healthy, you don't get another ultrasound after 20 weeks. So I'm just taking this as a good opportunity to be able to see our baby again. So I of course will definitely update you guys. I'm still about 6 weeks away from that appointment, but yeah, other than that, no other concerns from my doctor. So I am super grateful for that. At some point within the next few weeks, I will have to go into the hospital to have that 1-hour glucose test done. I have to get it done before my next appointment, which is around 28 weeks. I have heard lots of interesting things about the glucose drink that one has to consume, but I'm trying not to get too worked up about it. I'm just going to go in there and try to chug it down as best as I can, and I will definitely keep you guys updated on how that test goes for me, and of course I will let you guys know the results of that. Hopefully everything comes back clear and I don't have to do the 3-hour test, but you never know. So that is about all of the update I have for you guys. Like I said, the last 3 weeks haven't really been too crazy or too eventful as far as pregnancy symptoms go, which is not a bad thing. I am not complaining about that whatsoever. I will gladly welcome very mild pregnancy symptoms. So I will insert a bump date for you guys now. I am to the point now where I think I'm very obviously pregnant. Pretty much anytime I go out anywhere now, there's always someone who points out or makes a comment about my belly or being pregnant, which is just kind of a surreal feeling. Like I I don't know, I've wanted this for so long, and I'm so happy and so grateful to be pregnant, and just having other people point it out to me is just, it's just a nice feeling. I don't really know how to explain it, but thankfully I haven't had any people, any strangers come up to me and touch my belly without asking. I haven't experienced that yet. I hopefully won't experience that, but I've heard that the farther along you get, people will just gravitate towards your belly and want to touch it. So I don't know how I will handle that situation if it should arise, but so far I haven't experienced that. If you are in week 23 or 24 or 25 of your pregnancy, let me know in the comments down below and let me know how you have been feeling. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you with another video very, very soon. Bye!